I'm sure some of you are aware of John Greenewald Jr. He has the website the Black Vault. He's a guy that I have a lot of respect for. He goes after government documents all the time. He's constantly filing Freedom of Information Act requests, trying to get UFO documents. But I will say this: for the most part, I love what he does. Right? I think I don't think anyone compares. But for the most part, when he talks about certain subjects, I don't agree with any. For the most part, I don't agree with any conclusions that he ever comes to with regard to UFOs. But anyway, something that happened. There's a little battle going on, I guess, this week. There was on Twitter. He was basically, I guess, he was upset because Dr. Gary Nolan, the Stanford professor who's been interested in UFOs and has been studying certain aspects of this, and seems to be a proponent of disclosure and whistleblowers stepping forward and all that kind of thing, and which is nice to have that. But anyway, I guess Gary Nolan blocked Greenewald over some statements that Greenewald has made recently. Anyway, we're going to start here. Here's a tweet from January 9th. It says here is Gary Nolan clearly stating Lou Elizondo showed him the UAP videos 3 weeks or so before they went public. Yet, Mr. Elizondo told me point blank he had no idea the videos were becoming public, nor did he know TTSA or the New York Times had them. Why this charade? And then and we're going to just stop here for a second, so catch everyone up on what he's talking about here. Okay, so basically, what happened is in 2017, of course, those videos leaked, and Elizondo has stated that it wasn't him who released them, but yet. Now, I guess what Greenewald's trying to state here is that Elizondo. The bottom line here is he's saying Elizondo didn't tell the truth about this. That really it was Elizondo who released the videos, and that because in other words, how did Elizondo have the videos 3 weeks before they went public to show Gary Nolan them? So basically, that's what Gary Nolan actually said in a recent interview online that he saw the videos 3 weeks before the New York Times published that story. Anyway, continuing with he had a series of tweets here. He says, I received a lot of flack for the below video by some stating I took Christopher Mellon out of context. It is now clear again I did not. Mr. Elizondo knew the videos were coming out. He showed them around, and these details you would not forget. Some ask why I care so much and why I am stuck on all this, and I've stated it clearly, but I'll do so again. We were sold a story in 2017 about major events. That set off a chain reaction of other major events, but people like me were lambasted for questioning it. And now, years later, many of those concerns are being proven warranted. Those who say the ends justify the means, i.e., who cares, we have legislation, are failing to realize that elements of this story are being proven fabricated. What else in time will prove the same? What else were we told directly to our faces in podcasts, news programs, interviews, future books, etc. will prove untrue? Time will tell, but I can say with certainty it's not over, and this certainly isn't the last time. Okay, I'm not going to read the rest of it, but we're going to get into this now. So basically, he's upset because from different interviews with different people and from words that Elizondo said at different podcasts, it looks like Elizondo didn't tell the truth, according to John Greenewald, with regard to who leaked those videos from the Pentagon in 2017. Now, Elizondo said it wasn't him, but there was some video where Christopher Mellon said that it sounded like he was saying that Elizondo was the one who leaked them, and now you have Gary Nolan in this recent interview where he's saying that with Lex Friedman, where he was stating that he saw that Lou Elizondo showed him those videos 3 weeks before they appeared in the New York Times. Now, and John Greenewald's very much upset about this. And what I think, I don't even care. I don't care one bit. Let's as far as I'm concerned, let's talk about whether Elizondo was telling the truth or not, whether Elizondo really was the person who leaked them, right? I don't care. I don't really care. The bottom line is that they were leaked, right? That's the bottom line. And here's another point here, right? Let's talk about the big time liars, the big timers, right? The Pentagon itself. The Pentagon for 75 years has been keeping this secret. And if it wasn't for someone leaking, and whether it was Elizondo or somebody else, we wouldn't be where we are right now. And here's the other thing. Maybe Elizondo was afraid, if he isn't in fact the leaker, right? Well, maybe he was afraid that if he states that I'm the leaker, well, maybe he could have gotten in trouble. You know, I don't know. But again, I don't even care. I don't care one bit. I don't know what Greenewald's worried about here. I really don't. Because look at the bottom line is, let's talk about the big timers who have been covering up the extraterrestrial reality since 1947. That's who you should be worried about. And that's who I'm worried about. I mean, if it wasn't for whoever leaked the videos back in 2017, if it wasn't for whoever did that, we wouldn't be where we are right now. He points that out. He says, oh, that doesn't matter. What are you talking about? It does matter. It doesn't. He's trying to make it sound like, those who say the ends justify the means, i.e., who cares, we have legislation, are failing to realize that elements of this story are being proven fabricated. What else in time will prove the same? I don't think much else will prove the same. The videos are real. The Pentagon confirmed it. What else are you worried about? Again, I don't care. What does it matter? What does it matter? It doesn't matter one bit. Not one bit. Doesn't matter to me. Again, I respect John Greenewald. I love the stuff that he does with filing these Freedom of Information Act requests. It's great. It's great. Without him, he's the best in the business when it comes to that. But when it comes to this kind of nonsense, onto this drama, right? I don't care. Should be going after the big timers. The big timers are the people in the Pentagon, the ones who have been sitting on this lie for 75 years. If put it this way, if in fact Lou Elizondo did lie, if in fact he was the leaker of the videos in the first place in 2017, right? Good. That's what I say. Good. If I would have been there, I would have leaked them too, and maybe I would have lied too, because maybe I would have been scared that I might get in trouble. The bottom line is that it got the ball rolling. If it wasn't for those videos, we wouldn't be sitting here. We wouldn't have the progress we've gotten over the last 5 years. The point is this, right? The bottom line is this. Okay, let's say a couple other lies come out in the wash over the next couple of years with something, right? I don't care. The fact of the matter is that whatever the situation is, it got the ball rolling on this. And again, the big timers, the big liars is the secret control group in the Pentagon and the Pentagon. They're the ones who have been covering this up for decades. That's who we need to be angry with. But everyone wants to point the finger at Lou Elizondo all the time. It's just unnecessary. It's unnecessary. And to act like this on here online, like it's, come on! Go after the big liars on here. The big ones, the big timers. That's what I say. That's where I'm at with all of this. Anyway, that's all I got to say today. It really hasn't been a very much enjoyable podcast, and I apologize for that. And unfortunately, but this is what we have to cover, what's going on, right? And this is what's going on. Anyway, until next time.